Okay, so go ahead and let's open up this Arlo Pro. Let's do the unboxing. Now, I've been wanting to get a security system, like I said, for a while. I was looking at the Arlo, and I just didn't like the base one because of, well, I was afraid what happens if the cloud storage goes away. Because they give you 7 days, which is pretty sweet. But what if that they stop supporting that? What happens? So now with this Arlo Pro is they have on-site storage, so you can save locally, which is going to be great, I think. And I hope. I've seen some people say that they could put some, 500 gig USB drives attached to them, so that's pretty useful. It's a lot of space. The cloud storage is good because if someone breaks in and steals your cameras or steals the base, you've got it. I don't know how that works just yet. I'm going to have to actually test that out to see if I can store it locally and then also, upload to the cloud so I can see it on my phone and get an alert and it saves it. I'm not too sure any of that. So this box is empty here. You got your power, which I'm assuming is for the base unit. 2 packs of anchors and screws that you put them in the wall. We've got 2 magnets, 4 magnets for the cameras. I'll show those later. Those are actually pretty cool. And 1 mounting bracket, I guess, for outside or wherever else you wanted to mount it. Let's see how this looks. Another set of 3 anchors, 3 screws for this. This is metal. This is pretty good. This is strong. And let's see what happens. Unscrew this. Oh, okay. I don't know why. Maybe you can change the base. I'm not sure. It screws on. Or if I guess you wanted to change the camera real quick. And this also does the tension. Oh, it does the tension on the thing. So if I wanted to hold it at an angle, that's not really moving. That ball joint's not moving too much. There's only 3 threads on this. So if I was using this outside, see if I can get this focus. Yeah, there's 3 threads on this. If this was outside as my security camera, someone's going to go 1, 2, 3, and they stole my camera. I did see another video someone posted about that was a problem. Here's the magnet thing too. Now this just goes to the back of the thing. This is a magnet. You can just pull it off. You can pull the camera right off of it. There's no big difference. There's no big deal. This is a big security problem, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? I got this camera. I got this $600 for 4 cameras. It was a Best Buy kind of thing. And they just stole one of my cameras. Now I have no idea who stole it. Because maybe you came off, you came off side like this and grabbed it. I don't know. Let's see what else you got in there. USB to, looks like micro USB. So I'm guessing this is power cable. I don't know. Alright, so let's set this over here. Next box. This has got to be the unit, the base unit. It's heavy as all hell. Yeah. That's the base unit and the batteries. So here's your Arlo Pro quick start guide. Tells you how to put the batteries in, how to set it up. And of course at the end you're done. Tell you how to read it. Okay. Wow, this is very light. It's a lot lighter than I thought it would be. That's for your siren, so you can turn the siren off and on, you sync. It's actually really small too. Where's my phone? There's my phone, my Samsung Galaxy S6, right next to the Arlo base unit. That's pretty small. And it's very light. I thought this would have a little bit more weight to it, but I guess not, huh? 2 USB connections in the back. Let's get tight on this. USB 1, USB 2, you have your LAN port, your on-off switch, and your power. And I guess a reset button inside. On top, like I said, you have your sync and siren off on. This is going to be your speaker. It's really light. It's got some nice sticky feet on here. Not sticky, but sticky, you know. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then some nice laminated things here. Is this a laminate or a sticker? Oh, it's a sticker. Okay. So I guess you could keep it like this if you wanted. Just tape it in your window. Or you can actually peel this off and put it somewhere. It says video monitoring progress. You may not see Arlo, but Arlo sees you. Pretty cool. It's 2 of them. Little safety rules. Don't eat it, I guess. Ethernet cable. I wonder how long this is. Maybe 8 feet, 8 feet or so. Not that long, but I guess long enough. If you're gonna, I'm gonna put this right next to my router, so this 8-foot cable or whatever it is not gonna be. It's not gonna be a problem. If you're running all over me, that's a problem. But they do say you want to keep this kind of in the center of your house because you know the camera's gonna sync back to it. So whatevs. These batteries are heavier than, well, actually lighter than I thought they would be. All plastic wrapped around them to keep them nice and shiny and clean. 4 connections here in the back. Let's take a camera out. How to take camera out? I don't know. Here, let me watch me break this camera. Oh my goodness, this is like industrial, man. Okay, so this is empty. Let's check it out. Now when I got this came in a box I ordered from Best Buy online. 2 days later I received it. And it came in a box from Netgear. It was not in a Best Buy box or anything. It just said Netgear. It's telling me to unscrew. I don't have a screwdriver on me. I do have a pocket knife. Lefty loosey, lefty loosey. I don't hope this. I don't even know if I have to do this. I tried pulling it. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. This is a pain because this plastic here, it's not that deep. With a real screwdriver, I don't think you'd get that out of there. Oh, it just pulls back. I don't know. Okay. Let me see this one. Because it just pulls back here, but you can't pull it back. Okay. Alright. Here's oh, okay. That's that USB connection. Alright, so let's get tight in on this camera. USB connection, you have your 3-thread rod so you can mount it to something. It's pretty small. Fits in the palm of my hand. This, without the battery, is really light. Little protective screen on the front. Now I got a hinge here. I'm assuming this button up top. You can kind of see this indented button. Push that in. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what that. This is going to be for your power all the time. So you would plug your USB into that, and then you'll have power. And there's where you put your battery. Without the battery, man, it's really, really light. There's a button on here. It says sync. It's a little difficult to read. This button here doesn't say anything on it. So just kind of slap your battery in there. Close it up. It's heavier with the battery, obviously. It's much heavier because it's got the battery in. Otherwise, it's pretty light. The front is very heavy. You know, I guess the lens and everything is there. That part's heavy, but it's not heavy at all. And this is where your magnet's gonna go. Sticks pretty good to it. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm pulling sideways and it's pulling right back to it. I don't think that would ever come off. That's pretty good. Well, it's gonna come off when I pull it, but like I said, if someone's gonna come up, it's mounted to my house, stolen. Stolen. It's not that hard to steal. But hopefully backed it up to the cloud. So it's packaged really nice. They got the 4 cameras there. Everything I need, I think, is here. Except for they only gave me one USB connection. That's pretty crappy. But I mean, who doesn't have extra one of those to actually use? If you have a smartphone, you probably have a ton, but it's actually not that long. And USB, I'm hoping I can plug this into a power outlet and run it to it. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. One mount for outside. I'm going to probably pick up another one or two of those, and otherwise, what do? You just sit on your bookshelf like that, and that's it, or wherever you're going to put it. That's a little beat. These feet also look like they have a screw in the center. You're going to mount the screw in there, and you're going to just kind of pull it down on the screw, and hold it in there. That's pretty neat if you're in a secure location already, like inside your house or office building. That's good. But you're going to need something better for if I'm going to put this outside to watch the driveway. I'm not going to put it on the front door into the backyard. But how am I going to do that? I'm not going to put it on with a magnet. I want to kind of have, at least if it's got a screw 3 times, it's going to deter a little bit. But packaged pretty well. I'm looking forward to using it. So let's go ahead. That's going to be the next part, set it up. Alright, let's go ahead and show you the app. Now this is my app after using this for about 2 months. I've been using the Arlo phones. It's very simple to use, it's very intuitive. If you're going to add, these are with my 3 cameras already on. You can go ahead and add a device. It's going to walk you through. You're going to take your Arlo phone, you're going to take your Arlo camera. You're going to take your Arlo camera and you're going to go ahead and place it next to the base station. There's a button on top. You're going to hit that sync button. And then sync button on the base station, and it's going to connect. It might update your cameras. Each camera had to be updated. It took maybe about 2-3 minutes, and then I was able to actually see the camera on my list of cameras on my app here. Then once you do that, you can go to your devices and you list them, and you hit this gear. You can change your name. I have mine to show the driveway, the back porch, whatever. You can turn it on and off. You can see your battery level. Now, it's snowing right now, and it's been winter in New Jersey. We have had some really cold days. And like I said, I've been using these for about 7 or 8 weeks, and I'm only at 73% on the driveway. I'm much likely more on the back. The driveway is used every morning when we leave, every day when we come back, and if anyone does come over, we do see that. You can see a charge indicator. You can change some things. You can change your video settings. So if you wanted to change it to night vision on off, if you want to invert the image in case you had your camera, if your camera wasn't like this, it was upside down, you could also, show that. You can change the quality. I do best video because I want to be able to see people's faces. I don't just want to see, someone coming. I want to know who is coming in case of intruder. This is a whole security system, so that's the whole point of it. You can also turn on audio. So you can speak to them and they can speak to you. You can, let's go back here, you can do a motion detector test, which shows you when you set the cameras up, instead of having them keep telling you a notification that they see you, I sent something, it'll have a little light on the front of the camera. It'll be up here, and it'll show you, it'll blink orange whenever it notices you. So you don't have to keep checking, you don't have to keep checking the camera within the app, like the live stream, to see where it is. You can test the motion sense and see where it is. Camera positioning is just pretty good to show you a live picture of what the camera is right now. I'm not going to be able to, I don't want to do that because we're going to show you in a minute. It links up to the base station and it'll show you the device info, so if you need anything, you can do that. And your subscription is basic. If you connect up to 5 cameras without paying for it, you can also pay if you want to have more than 7 days free storage. The storage using the Arlo Pros and the Arlo is use a cloud. The Arlo Pro base station will allow you to save to a USB stick or hard drive. I don't have a hard drive set up. I do have a 64 gig USB stick set up to it, and that works perfect. I do just use the cloud storage. I just wanted to test the local storage, but I would prefer the cloud storage in case someone does break in and steal this. It's on the cloud. I don't have to worry about something, being local, them also stealing the footage. I just wanted the USB storage because future-proofing. If in case they do get rid of cloud storage, I have an extra way to save the video. I'm not losing all this money I've invested into these cameras. You can also, like with me, I have my phone set up and I also have my wife's phone set up for this. You can grant access to other users. You can see is another user here, Beck P. and that it's accepted. People will request it, or you can send an email out to them having them request access, which is really cool because it's not just going to be one person using them or viewing them, and you can kind of limit their access as well. I did not know my wife did not have access to use the audio feature. She could just see the video, so I had to enable her to be able to locally save, do some audio savings, so she can talk to whoever's in the house or hear them as well. I didn't know that until she was like, "Hey, I can't really use it too well. What's the point?" So anyway, back to this. This is the last time it'll show you on your home page. You can turn your siren on or off. I don't want to turn it on to even show you because it's really loud and the dog will go nuts. Now you can see I have my driveway and I have my living room here, and I also have a back porch. The image shown on the home screen will be the last time that it noticed motion. And you can see the UPS person here came in, and that was the last time it sensed motion when the UPS person came here. It just updated now as we're talking to 2 minutes ago, and if I want to do live, it does take just a few moments to connect, and it will connect. This does use battery power, and it will be live until you turn it off or close the app completely. But I like it. In case I need to, what's going on right here, I can go back and check. And you can also make it full screen if need be. There's a few options on the side here where you can record, you can take a picture, you can change the contrast ratio, you can speak to them, or you can hear. And you can also pause, which is just at a screen on here. Icons up here, if it motion, you can change it so it doesn't just sense motion and turn on, so that it senses a sound and it will turn on. Which is cool. I don't use that feature. We just use the motion. But if you wanted to have an audio trigger, you could. It is an option, which is nice. It shows if there is motion, shows that you are connected to the Wi-Fi, and it'll show your battery, just a quick power to it. And it'll also show, I'm not really sure what this last section is, so I can't really tell you. The 157 you can see on your screen, that is how many notifications I have, which will be in your tab library. It's going to list everything in the past 7 days. You can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of February. I have stuff there, and today's the 9th, so it'll show a few. And it only saves 7 days, so you can see I've only got 7 dots. The first is not saved, so there is no dot there to show me any video. And you can see every video. You can see I was shoveling the back deck here, and it triggered every minute. There's a 10-second clip. And you can change the clips. I have it set to 10 seconds. You can change it to whatever you want. I think 10 seconds is just enough for me to see motion and see what's going on. And it'll go every time. It's kind of a pain, but it's really good because if someone was breaking in, because these are security cameras, for me at least, if someone was breaking in, I would be able to see what they're doing and how much, and what exactly they're doing and for how long. Now this is your library. It will be for every camera. You'll notice this is my front 2 cameras, and then this is the back camera. It will show you in library everything that was sensed in chronological order. Let's go back to devices. Now my living room, I use plugged. So you'll see this one has a battery and this one's a plug. This is plugged in because it's inside. I do not need it to be on battery power. I don't want to waste the battery. I don't need to have a battery, worry about changing them. So we just use it on the plug, which is perfect. It does stink with these cameras though. One thing is to change or charge the battery. This is I have to actually, my one gripe with this is this camera was on the back porch and it just kept losing signal. I have not contacted support, and I probably should because I'm out of my warranty probably. I cannot get this camera to connect for longer than maybe an hour or so, and it keeps dropping out. I did check some of the forums. People are having the same issue. They keep saying resync it to the server, resync it to your device, and it just keeps losing connection. And I'm not the only one to notice that. Like I said on the forums, there's a lot of people mentioning that. That is my only problem with these cameras. The fact that this camera does not stay connected to my base station for longer than about an hour. And when I'm using them for security, that's a problem because if these just randomly go down, I'm not going to be able to check on my stuff or where I need them. So that's my one gripe. And also, you need to have this plugged in to charge a battery. So I only use 3 cameras right now, so for me it's not a big deal. I'll have an extra battery because the pack comes with 4 batteries. So I'll be able to plug a battery into my living room to charge it while I'm still using the living room, and I'll put the extra battery I have in wherever device needs it. You can see this back porch. Like I said, this one was about 2 weeks fresher than the front porch. Or the driveway. The driveway is at 73%. on my back porch, which goes off every time we let the dog out, which is probably every hour. This is at 81%. So this is about 5 to 6 weeks old, this battery, and we're at 81%. With, like I said, again, being really cold and sensing the dog every time she goes out. It senses the dog. The motion's really good on it. You can set how fast you want the motion to be. If you want it to be a slow motion, or if you want it to be something fast, it'll trigger. So this is now live on my back porch. You can see lots of snow and no dog. And it'll even tell you just when the last image was shown just now. I do recommend these cameras. They're very good. The battery lasts a long time, as you can see, 5 to 6 weeks, right at 81%. They're really easy to set up. Having multiple users is great because not just myself can use them, my wife can use them, anyone else I want to grant access can use them. If we happen to go away and I want to have access to a friend or a family member, I can let them do that when they access this. They download the Arlo app, they can go ahead and access our cameras and kind of check up on things if we can't get to it. They're a little expensive. They have been going on sale recently. I did see the 4-pack for just $580, which is cheaper than $600 what they originally priced at. Being only able to add 5 cameras for me isn't fine. I don't really have that use for more than 5 cameras. But if you did have a use of that, you're going to have to pay for the premium package, which I think is $10 a month, in order to allow more than 5 cameras. It sucks, but it's the way it is. Here's your mode. You can set a custom mode, so let's go ahead and I'll show you. So you can do push notifications and email, or one or the other. And you can do, I have it so the back porch doesn't tell me anything because the dog goes out all the freaking time. And you can set them up however you want. You can do the driveway to text motion, to text audio, driveway, text motion, or do nothing, or record video, turn the siren on. Say you want to have something at night. You're sleeping, you don't want to have to worry about someone coming nearby, the alarm. You'll have the siren go on when that comes up. These are all predetermined, preset when you buy the system, the arm, disarm, schedule, and geofencing. Geofencing works pretty well. We did use that for a few days, but it's just now I have to keep my phone on location services all the time. And I just don't want to. I don't want everyone to know where I am at all moments. And I do want it to work when I'm home, because if I'm, again, sleeping or something, taking a shower, I want the cameras to work when I'm here. I don't want to have to worry about, oh yeah, I'm home, I don't need to have the cameras on. No, I need them on all the time. So I did a custom, so it's always set, always on. Great cameras, really cool, except for the fact that this one camera, and I think it's this one camera, that's what everyone was saying when they ran into issues where it won't sync. It's the camera itself, that they've been replacing them, but you do have to go through and have that done. 4 cameras, one doesn't work, 25% of the cameras don't work. That's kind of crappy, but it is what it is. Do recommend them, except for that one problem. And they're pretty cool. They're pretty nice. The new Arlo Pros are cool because of the rechargeable batteries that they come with them. You don't have to keep buying those CR, those big batteries, those big weird batteries that run out every few weeks. You don't have to worry about that. So very cool, very useful, neat little project.